y'all, welcome back to my channel. You already know I was here and y'all wasn't. Period. Small talk episode 4. Before we even get into it, y'all see I have a special guest. My special guest is no other than my friend Andrew. Andrew just moved to Atlanta, so this video is catered towards him. Okay? Period. So make sure y'all get into it. It's going down. But before we get into this video, subscribe to my channel. Turn on your post notifications. Comment. Follow me on Instagram at _itsrunrun_. And you can follow Andrew on Instagram at
Andrew.xo, and that's Andrew with a V, not an E.
Ooh. Okay. And I'll put it in this video, and I'll also put it in the description below. So this smoke talk, y'all, we finna get into it. Dating in Atlanta. And Andrew's gonna go first because Andrew just moved here. And we have some tailored questions for Andrew coming from my executive producer, It's Dion, and my co-producer, Nomar himself.
Oh, not tailored.
Tailored. Specifically.
Specially
made for you.
Well, before we get into those questions, I could start off with my experience from myself. And dating in Atlanta is very aggressive, very serious. They always come on the approach towards you, so you have to be aware of that, and you have to have your guard up, because everyone and everybody will try to talk to you, especially if you're new in the city. So it does get crazy.
It's a new face, new case. And then everybody in Atlanta knows and or dates everybody in Atlanta. Okay, can we get into that?
Yeah, so Atlanta is so small. Everybody knows everybody. Even the people you don't think that knows somebody.
And that's the problem, because it's always gonna be a, oh yeah, we dated. Y'all dated. Oh, girl, back in 2012. Okay, what you telling me for? Or, oh, I see you know so and so. Yeah, we used to talk.
Talk about what?
Y'all had a whole apartment. Y'all was getting down. I mean, make it make sense.
Right.
Period. So Andrew, okay, they're aggressive. So I mean,
Very aggressive.
how do you deal with the aggressiveness?
Well, I'm very chill and laid back, so I tend not to interact with those types. So I don't really speak on it that much or pay attention to them a lot. So I just avoid them.
You avoid them.
I avoid them. It's sort of like a curve, but not a curve.
You're saying them, so it's a lot.
It could be a lot. It has been a lot.
Okay. Okay. Producer, you got a question in the back?
Dang, no questions.
I'm handing over to my co-producer.
Bless you. Okay. Nomar, you got a question?
So you say you curve them. How do you curve them?
I mean, basically, you don't give them your full undivided. You just stay to yourself, stay to your corner, and you don't say what they need to hear. You just avoid answering whatever they have to say to you.
So you partially entertain them?
I mean, I wouldn't say partially entertain them. I would just say, you're not saying no, but you're not saying yes.
But you give them some type of attention.
Nah, it's just hey, what's up?
To where they stay.
It's on a friendly level.
So are you mean dry or is it?
Very dry. Not very dry, but kind of vague.
Okay, so here go my thing with people in Atlanta. So what I'm getting is you not saying what you mean and meaning what you say. You're not telling me what it is. You just kind of walking them like a dog. That makes sense.
I mean, I'm telling them what it is, but it's not what they want to hear.
So then when that happens, what's the next move after that? Is it still a approach? Is it still a kind of, not a bugginess, but still kind of, you get what I'm trying to say?
I mean, it's more okay, that's just it. I'm walking away. I'm not interested.
But do they still try?
I mean, they still try it, but it would never work. So.
Oh, not it will never work.
Yeah.
Okay, so being that you're new to Atlanta, how many cases have you had?
It's been too many to count.
Roughly.
It's been too many to count.
And you've been in Atlanta how long?
I mean, I've been here. Well, I was here at first for like a year and a half, but I moved back for like months. So it's been a few.
Any questions, guys? We got a live audience, y'all. When I tell y'all, Smoke Talk is getting serious, okay? If you watching this, go get your mama, call your girl on FaceTime, tune in, okay?
Girl.
Any questions in the back?
Yes. So, what is your reasoning for treating them that way? Is it because you're strongly interested in someone else, or are you just trolling them?
Come on, troll.
I mean, basically, like, the dating climate is very, like, difficult because everybody just wants sex. They don't want relationships. So it's like, I'm going to avoid you. I'm not going to talk to you because I already know what you're interested in.
So there's no casual sex with you. There's no, you're
No.
attractive, we have sex, that's what it is. It's not that.
I don't do that.
Oh, here, we got another question in the bag.
So no kissing, no touching, no licking.
I mean, there was like several instances where you do find somebody attractive and you want to date them to be in a relationship with them. So there might be like several activities leading up to that point, but it's never like sex. It's always basically kissing or hugging.
Okay.
So when you let them know it's not what they think it is, when you leave them alone, do they continue to come back? And how do they come back? When they come back, how do you interact with them? Do you still flirt with them? Do you still, kiss them? Or how do you handle that?
Nah, it's never like, I mean, once they come back, it's like, okay, I'm giving you dry, or I'm not giving you anything at that point because I already told you that I'm not interested.
So when it comes to being in person, how do you handle it?
I mean, I handle it. I'm very cool. I'm very relaxed. I'll keep it casual with them, but that's just about it. Like, I'll say hi and bye or whatever,
Oh,
and that's it.
okay. It's high and by.
So let's say they were trying to be physical with you because you guys were in the same area at the time, whether it was private or public. What do you do if they were to try to approach you physically?
What do you mean physically? Like, try to touch you? And
They
kiss
try to
on you and
touch
stuff?
you. As you said, I'm going to refer back to June 18th, 2020. When you say people come to Atlanta and all they want to do is hunt you.
That's very much true.
So when you encounter them in person, after you establish what it is, and they still try to be physical with you, how do you handle it?
You just like try to avoid it at all costs. You can't entertain it.
But then it kind of gets awkward, no?
It does get awkward when the person is like on the chase and you're not like leading them on to like
I'm not running anymore.
right. You're not leading them
I gave
on
up.
to like this is what I want with you. It's like I'm keeping it at a friendly level. Why are you still having these feelings? Why are you still doing this?
So in other words, you can't really control their actions.
You can't control somebody's actions, but you could control yours.
So have you been pressured into it?
I mean, the attempts of pressuring is very much like high in that category, but you don't indulge in it.
Indulge? Come on,
Indulge in it at
vocab.
all.
Y'all, we use words here. Any more questions, guys? Ladies, anybody? Smoke Talk crew?
But enough about me. How's like your dating experience here?
Child, we just got into that. Again, Atlanta. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody has licked on everybody. Everybody says they were done with the situation until you seem to get with that situation, and now it's an issue. Everybody claims to be done with the situation, and they try to say that the situation is bugging them when in actuality they're bugging the situation. One more time. They love to say that they're done with the situation, but when you get with the situation, they're telling you how the situation is bugging them when in actuality they're bugging the situation. Period. We got a question in the bag.
Okay, I got some questions for both of y'all.
Okay, period.
Okay, so like,
Who's going first?
Y'all can decide. What would y'all consider like a perfect date?
You want to go first?
You can go first.
I can go first?
Yeah.
A perfect date. A perfect date depends on the person that you're with. It depends on how I'm big on personality. So a perfect date for me, we could honestly get McDonald's and sit in the car. Like, we don't necessarily have to go out. I know some people feel like sitting in the car or getting food, coming back home is not necessarily a date. It's the time that we spend. That's how I feel. It's the facial at me. Like,
So, you saying that if you could have the perfect date, you just want to sit in the car and eat McDonald's?
well, I'm not saying that. Okay, so if I can make up the perfect date, not love, I don't know. If I could make up the perfect date, I guess
Wait, have you ever been on a date?
I've been on dates, but I'm not gonna say I can't really say what the perfect date is because I mean,
Like a real date?
yeah, it's like a real get dressed up, go out to eat. I mean, okay, if I could make up my own date, okay. We finna get dressed. You tell me to be dressed at this time. We go to Chops, Seasons 52. Come back from there, maybe, a nice room somewhere. Get to the room, it's, champagne, Hennessy, because I'm a hood rat. And and we're gonna end it there. What about you?
I mean, a perfect date to me is always like based on vibe and personality as well. So you want to sit in a setting where you get to know somebody. So I would say like dinner and probably like somewhere fun. So you could get a person like out of their comfort zone and get to know them better.
Okay, so when you first go on a date with somebody, you really, really, really like them, and y'all go out to eat. Do you eat or do you just, a little nibble like?
I
Do
mean,
you eat or
I
do you
just
like-
eat regular. You gotta, when you dating somebody, you gotta be yourself.
You do got to be yourself, but y'all.
You can't be trying to eat cute.
Let me know in the comments
Or be
below how
cute
y'all
while
be, because
eating.
there have been times when I want to tear down this steak. I'm cutting the smallest
If
pieces.
you want to tear it down, you can tear it down.
Then there have been other times the 10 piece was gone really before the drinks came. Like, it just depends. Like, it depends what kind of mood I'm in. What other questions you got, Pooh?
Okay, so do y'all prefer to be like the asker or the axie?
For the date?
Yeah, like with somebody trying to talk to you, how would you plan to be approached? Could you approach?
I have a fear of rejection. Haven't been rejected. I do get approached, but I have a fear of rejection. So my soulmate could be sitting next to me. If I have to speak first, see you in the grave. 'Cause I don't know.
Yeah, I pretty much feel the same way. I mean, like, I'm real laid back, so I never approach anyone first. But if they approach me, I would, like, respond. Only if I'm interested in them, though.
Now I got a good friend. When my good friend be drunk and when he be in his zone, all I gotta do is go to Dion and be like, so and so right there in the red. Before I know it, Dion done went over there and either dragging them back or here go the number friend. And I'm like,
That's so bad.
next question. Dion.
I have a question for Ron.
Oh wow.
Okay, so being from Atlanta, do you really think it's us ATLians that created this ATL stereotype, or is people from out of town?
I feel like it's people from out of town.
So
Like
you talk about, like, my out of town? Or, like...
people who don't live in Georgia.
Heart born and raised.
People who don't live in Georgia.
Yikes.
I mean, and that's just that on that. Sprinkle a little of that. I feel like we're just us. I mean, people might not know how to take us, but it's the people from out of town.
So you're saying, like, the people from out of town just created this climate of going after the people that they want? Aggressively?
I've heard some people say that we're aggressive. People from Atlanta are aggressive. I doubt it, but I mean,
I asked that because Old Atlanta and New Atlanta is the same thing.
Period. So, I mean...
And usually when you meet people from Atlanta in Atlanta nowadays, where you from? Chicago, Florida. And then when they come here, it be people that still live out of town, and then a video go viral of Atlanta. It's like, oh, that's just how Atlanta is. That's not how Atlanta is.
Negative.
Because you don't even know where these people that's in the video are from.
Exactly. So, yeah.
You flew here, I grew here. That's
Period.
And I flew Delta.
You get a 10-piece baked, I get a 10-piece mild with pepper sprinkle wet.
You weren't conceived here, baby.
Next question.
So what is...
Not we on the docket.
What would be your best pickup line or the best pickup line somebody trying to use to get at you? Like, what's...
Y'all, when it comes to pickup lines, they make me sick.
Is
They
there
make
even
me
a pickup
sick.
line though?
Pickup
The
lines make me
lights, all that.
I will holler. I will completely laugh at somebody in the face. Like, it be the real old ones. Did he hurt? What are you talking about when you fell from heaven?
Not the really old
See you
ones.
later. Yeah, it be them old ones. Like, I don't like pickup lines. I'll laugh in your face.
I mean, I never really experienced like the pickup line.
Or does that count as a pickup line? What you doing? Eating without me? Does that count?
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that.
That does count.
What you finna do? Get some food? Or what you getting us? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, you at the mall? What you buying me? Not a thing. Like, I don't like that.
I mean, most of the time they approach me with like, "You cute," and "What's your name?" And I'll be like, "Oh."
Dogs are cute. You don't take everyone you see home.
Right.
Like, flowers are cute. You don't pull all of them. I mean, I guess, yes.
Okay, so how long or how many dates did you go on before you
Had intercourse?
Yes.
That's a good question.
That's the word, because I know you can get it out. I know you can get it out. Me and my very good friend, Tay Anthony, y'all check him out. We talked about this as well. It depends on the vibe. Now, I'm not saying if your vibe is just awesome when I meet you at 4 o'clock, 6:30, we already break it down. I'm not saying that. But it depends. It depends on the vibe. Yeah, that's my answer.
It depends on the vibe.
It depends on the vibe, because you could really, really, really vibe with somebody, and not to say with everybody else you don't take that extra time to really, really get to know them, but you can really, really vibe with somebody on day 1, and by day 7, it's like you're not wrapped all around them, but like you're really, really into it. That makes sense?
But that don't mean get the cookies out.
That don't, but like I said, it depends on the vibe. The vibe you get from your person may be different from the vibe I get from my person or persons. No tea, no shade.
Not
But,
persons.
No tea, no shade.
Well, for me, I'll say it depends on the vibe too, but it gotta be like a certain time limit or whatever. Like you can't.
So then technically it don't depend on the vibe, it's a time limit.
Yeah, like you can't. Okay, if you break up with this person and then you go on another date, it's like, okay, you like their vibe too, and then you're having sex with them too. So it's like you can't be doing all that.
So what's the last question?
Do you think you can find love in Atlanta?
Yes, you can find love in Atlanta. Atlanta has everything that you're looking for, from your J's to your scammers. Atlanta love story.
I mean, I think it's a very slim chance that you can, but I mean, it depends on like what you find out there. So you just gotta be careful though.
Miami, Florida. Atlanta, Georgia.
Bye.
404.
City boy.
If you're not already, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that button for those post notifications. Send this video, send this link to whoever you want to. Follow me on Instagram. When I'm not here, I'm there. _it's1run_. You can follow Andrew on Instagram at
Andrew.xo with a V, not an E.
period. And until next time.